There once was a piggy named Porkchop, and he was king of the powers!
Hey guys, what's up? So I'm gonna show you guys another cool mod today, and this mod is called the VoxelMap for Minecraft 1.6.2. This mod is a little mini-map mod that, you know, if you guys remember Ree's mini-map, of course, it shows a little mini-map, but this mod is so unique. It has some special features where I kind of like it more better than any other mini-map. It's like combining Ree's mini-map with Radar Bro together and making the VoxelMap. So anyways, how about we get started playing and testing out the little mini-map mod? It's really cool. So I went to the Minecraft forums and I went around and looking for some cool mods, and I found this one, and someone sent me a new world called the Wisdom of the Wolves. Look at that, that's pretty cool. So I'm gonna go ahead and play in this world, and I was just walking around for a while and I found this, the Yawning Dog, the Yawning Wolf, and look, his mouth, that's cool. I've never been inside there, but that's pretty cool. And there's like wolves everywhere you go. There's one right there, there's one right there, there's one over there, and there's also one over there, and there's just so many wolves. Anyways, if you guys notice, I just logged into single player. This mod is multiplayer supported, so you guys could join your server, and you could actually have this mod working. Look at the top right corner of my screen. You guys don't see it? Let me put a super huge arrow so you guys cannot miss it. It's right there. It is a little mini-map, and inside that mini-map, you could see little icons of monsters. Wait, there's a skeleton around me. I think so. I think underneath me. Or anyways, I could hear the skeleton in the game, but there's a little mini-map. And it's just like the Ree's minimap, but it does show some monsters. I'm not sure if Ree's minimap shows monsters. If it does, then I might be wrong. But the really cool thing about this mod is it has a lot of features that are ideal for a lot of users. So I'll show you guys those features right now. But if you go ahead and press X by default, you'll open up a really huge map. Like it's really huge. You open up a huge map that'll just expand your screen. And if you press Z to zoom out and zoom in, you'll notice that it gets blurry and blurry every time you zoom in. It's not really the greatest feature of the mod, but look how blurry it gets when I zoom in all the way to myself. So if I zoom out all the way, it's kind of decent. It's not really that blurry. So this is just like one feature of the mod. You can expand the map and you can see exactly where you're at. And if you notice at the top, it shows your coordinates. It also shows that on the minimap itself. You could press X to exit off the little minimap. So there is the minimap right there at the top corner. It tells you your coordinates. So every time you would happen to walk and stuff, it'll show you exactly where you're at in the coordinates of Minecraft. And also if you press Z, you could also zoom it to the little minimap. If you keep pressing Z, you could zoom up, and there seems to be a black dot over here. And yeah, you can zoom up so much that it gets really pixeled on the minimap. So when you first install this mod, you're gonna get a really huge message. It's super big, it just covers your face. You might even like flinch your first time. It scared me. So you're gonna get this really huge message saying the VoxelMap. It's gonna say version 1.0.7 as the version that you are using today, or if you do install it today, that's the latest version I'm using. But yeah, you'll get this message. It'll tell you all of your keys. It'll say press Z to zoom up, press X to toggle the full screen map, press B to quickly add a waypoint. So just like Ree's minimap, you could just make a waypoint, and press M for options. Now I'm gonna let you guys know that this minimap mod was first created by the same mod creator as the Ree's minimap. It was created by Zan. And Zan is no longer updating this mod, so he gave permission to this new mod creator to update it and maintain it. Now this mod creator that I'm talking about who's maintaining this mod is super cool. So he allowed me to have permission to use chat bubbles on my server. So he's the same mod creator as the guy who made the chat bubbles mod, which is super cool. So enough talking about all this stuff. What I'm going to show you guys is probably one of the best features this mod has to offer, which makes this minimap mod a lot more unique from other minimap mods, which is the waypoints. You could press B to quickly add a waypoint. So let me go ahead and press B, and what happens is you're able to name it. That's like every other, you know, minimap mod. You can name it. So I'm going to put test, all right? So this is the test destination, and here's the coordinates. You can enable it and turn it off, and you could also have it show in the Nether, but I'm not going to do that because we are in the overworld and we're not going to get confused with the Nether while we're inside the Nether. And you could also enable it for the N, which I'm going to take it off. And right here you're able to choose what color you want for the beacon light and the text light. So you guys are probably like, wait, a beacon light? Yes, this is the coolest feature this mod has to offer. If you click here on colors, you could choose from a huge variety of colors. I'm going to go ahead and pick, let's say, blue. Let's pick dark blue, alright? So here's blue, and what you could do is press done, and look at this. It not only shows the actual message right here, but if you look up, there is a waypoint, which you can't really see, but let me go ahead and press B and make myself another waypoint just to show you guys. I'm gonna press E, and let's change this to red or something so it's visible, and press done. And look at this, you could barely even see it. So this is the feature I was trying to show you guys, the beacon lights. You see right here, here's the test waypoint, the destination, and it shows a blue light. So if I'm really far away, and let's say I was trying to go to that test destination, let's just say it said house. And if I was like really far away, you could barely see the beacon lights, and for some reason the text does disappear. You know why it disappears? It's because we have to enable it for it to be what is it called? For you to be able to see it past 50 blocks. So right now it's about 49. Once I just move back just a little bit, the text disappears because it hits 50 blocks. And by default, 50 blocks, the text will disappear, but we could change that right now. This is another feature called the options. You press M, and here we are. So in order to change that little feature where the text won't disappear and it'll stay with you forever, is you have to go here to Waypoints. So click on the Waypoints tab, and here's Test, alright? So anyways, what you're gonna do here is go here to Options on the Waypoints, and here's the max distance. So if you guys noticed, when I passed 50 blocks, the test marker disappeared. So what you could do is, instead of having it at 50 blocks radius, you could have it all the way up to like 8,000 blocks, or you could go all the way up to infinite. So you could be as far as you want, and this little text will still show up, which is pretty awesome. You also have the ability to change the death point options, and what this does is if you happen to die, it's going to show you exactly where you died, so you could go and get all your items. You could turn it off and on, or most recent death, so it doesn't show all of your death. So here is the death points. I'm going to leave it on because just in case you die, it'll show you exactly where you died. And now let's just go back to the minimap options, because there's a lot of cool stuff. So here's the display coordinates. So if you don't want the little coordinates right here underneath the minimap to show up, then you could turn it on and off. So here it is. Here's the hide minimap. So if you don't want the minimap and you just want the coordinates at the very top, you could do that. So while you're running around, you can see exactly where you're at. But I like the minimap on. That's why you install the mod for the minimap. Here's the location. So if you don't want it here at the top right corner, you could change it to bottom right. You could change it to the bottom left and top right. And yeah, you could just change it anywhere you like, the location of the minimap. Here is the size. So here by default it is regular, and if you want it really large, then here is it at large. Look at that. That looks pretty cool, having a large minimap. You could also have it very tiny, so you press M, go here, make it small, but you could barely even see the minimap if you make it too small. So I'm gonna press M again, and let's go ahead and just change it back to regular. And there's two different options for north, because when Minecraft updated, the north changed in west. I don't know how to explain it, but the north of Minecraft did change back in beta, so you could turn that on and off, and it's just gonna switch your north around with your west. So anyways, I'm not really gonna mess with that feature. You could also change the way your minimap looks. By default, it looks like a radar, so what you do is turn this on, and now it looks like a square map. It actually does. Look at that. Now you have yourself a map at the top right corner of your screen. But I'm gonna press M and go back to the little circle, the little radar feature. And here's the in-game waypoints. You could just turn that on and off, so if you don't want no waypoints to show up. Now the next option is called the in-game waypoint. So this right here, this option will change the way your waypoints will look. So just in case you don't want the beacon lights, you could just turn off everything so you don't have any waypoints, or you could just change it where the beacons show and not the text. You see, there's the beacons, red and blue. And if I press M, and if we go here to signs, you'll notice that there is no beacon, but now there's little signs showing you where your destination is. So let me go ahead and press M and just have both, so it shows the beacon and it shows the text, which is pretty awesome. So I'm gonna press M again and go right over here to the enable cave mode. Now I'm not entirely sure what this does because I went inside a cave and I'm not sure what it did, but when I enabled it, it didn't really do anything, so I'm not sure what this button does. But over here is the radar feature, and here you could turn off if it shows hostile mobs, and by default it's on, so you can see where all the bad guys are at. Now if you would like your radar to show pigs and mobs and like, different mobs like cows and neutral mobs, you could turn on neutral right here. So if you turn that on, it's now going to show you all of the sheeps and stuff. If you notice, there's a sheep over here. So if I follow the radar and it's right underneath me, there it is. There is a sheep right there, since the radar has detected it. So you could turn on neutrals if you really want to. I'm gonna press M, go back here to radar. And the next feature is called the radar on and off. So if you turn it off, it's not gonna show any mobs. So if you don't want to see all the creepers around you, you could turn it off and it won't show any mobs. The next thing is for players. If you're inside a server, it will show their little face on the radar, so you know exactly where all the players are at. And if a player would happen to have like a vanish plugin, then it won't show up on your radar, so admins are able to disappear and you won't be able to find them. So that's if you have the vanish plugin. So right after that is called the show player helmets and the show mob helmets. Now I'm not entirely sure what those do. I went inside a server and someone put on a pig helmet or a little face and it didn't really change anything. I'm not sure what's up with these two features. And there's also icon filters, and I like the icon outline. So if you guys notice, there's a pig right in front of me, pork chop. And if you guys look at the minimap, if I zoom up all the way, you can see that there's an outline around his face. If I press M, go here to radar, if I turn it off, now the outline is gone. So now it doesn't really have one, it doesn't really bold out the mob. But I just like the outline, so I'm gonna go here to radar and turn it back on. Now if we go over here to the details and performances, let's go here, and you'll notice that it says dynamic lighting. What this does is if it happened to be nighttime in your Minecraft game, then the lighting in Minecraft is gonna affect your radar. You could turn that on and off, so if you want it to be really bright, then just turn it off. But if you want it to get affected with the dynamic lighting, then you could turn it on. So there's also terrain and depth, you could turn that off and on, so it just makes it a little bit more depth to the little mini map. It doesn't really change anything in my opinion, it just makes it a little bit more darker. There's also water transparency, so if you want to see through water, you could turn that off and on. Also there is the block transparency, which doesn't really seem to make a difference. It actually it kind of does, but doesn't really do much in my radar. There's biome, so you could turn that off and on. And there's also filtering and chunk grid, so if you turn on chunk grid, you're able to see the chunks. If you press X, you can see all of the chunks, and there we go. All of those grids are our chunks, which is pretty awesome. So I'm gonna go back here and see the next one, which is called the Biomes Overlay. I don't recommend to use that because if you turn it on, then it doesn't really show the detail in your map anymore. Let's look back at our map. So if we go back to our map with the Biomes Overlay feature turned on, you might notice that the detail on your map is now gone because you now are overlaying the whole entire map with the biome. So it's not really the best feature in my opinion, unless you guys like to see how big the biome is or like how you like to see the details of exactly where you're at. So right here's the plains, and if you go over here, this is probably the extreme hills, and it shows you like the difference in the biomes and when you're about to start the new biome. Now the last feature is called the waypoints. So if I go here to waypoints, you're able to see the waypoints that you have added. You could turn them off by going here to this eyeball and clicking on it, and it looks really weird. Look at this, the eye expands and it goes little. So this is kind of weird, the little eyeball, that's just to turn it off. You could also go here to the waypoint, click edit, and you could edit the name, the coordinates, you could turn it off and on, and make it show in the nether, and the end. So if I press done, you can also delete the waypoint, you can also teleport to it, so if you're in creative mode, click teleport, and there you are. I just teleported to my waypoint, so if I press X, there I am. This is the waypoint I teleported to, but if you're in survival mode, you might actually die if you teleport to it. I don't think it's enabled in survival mode, but probably in creative mode. Anyways, if we go back, go here to waypoints, you could also go here to options and change your max distance of the text and the depth points, which I showed you guys earlier, and you could also make a new waypoint while you're here. Instead, you could just press B, which is the shortcut key, but instead you could just make it there if you really want to. Another thing I wanted to do was to test out the minimap inside the nether, so let's go! Oh wait, what? Okay, so let's test this out. I'm gonna turn this on, go to the nether, and test out the little minimap. And I noticed that the minimap will actually generate and transform itself into like a nether grid, which is kind of cool. Wait a minute, why is there red? Ooh, that's cool. So anyways, if I press X, you guys are able to see the huge minimap, and it's kind of really red because I do have the options enabled. If I go here to M, go here to details and stuff, and I turn on transparent to off, now you can see the nether very clearly. Look at that. So the minimap does work in different type of biomes and stuff, and look at the minimap, it's like updating itself at the very top. You could see lava just moving everywhere around the minimap. Look at that. That's pretty awesome. Anyways guys, that is basically it about this mod. If you guys have like Mo creatures installed, it might actually show the monsters' faces on your radar, which is pretty awesome. And that is basically it. If you enter a new biome from like, let's say Divine RPG in the future when it updates, then you're able to see how the biome looks with a radar. Anyways guys, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. It's really awesome having this radar show up like monsters. If you look at the minimap, you could see that there's a ghast head. I'm not sure if you guys could see it. Maybe I have to zoom in the video. Anyways, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video, and if you guys did like it, be sure to leave a rating, leave a like if you really want to. If you like the video, that would be cool. Also, if you guys are wondering what happened to my server, I'm just waiting for all the mods to update to 1.6.2 in order to release my server again. I've been live streaming a lot, so follow me on Twitch if you guys want to see my live streams with Cube World, which is a pretty cool game. And yeah, I'm gonna go back and make a lot more mod reviews because there's a lot of mods that I found that are brand new and they're really cool. So just like this one's a really cool one, but I don't think it's a new mod. Anyways guys, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys are interested in this mod, you guys want to know how to install this mod, well then, let's go ahead and see how to install this mod. This mod is really easy to install. See you guys in a little bit. Alright, so let's go ahead and install this mod. This mod is really easy to install, so we shouldn't have ourselves any errors. First off, what you need to do is download the mod itself, which is in the link in the description. Go to download this mod, or click on the annotation above where it says download this mod. So it'll take you to my website, and go ahead and click on the link, and it'll take you to Zan's map, and you'll download this right here, version 1.6.2. If you're using a latest version of Minecraft, let's say a future version, then be sure to check out the forums and see if it updated to your current version of Minecraft. But as in this recording, we are using 1.6.2. So download this, and you don't need Mod Loader or Minecraft Forge, though there is a version download for those, but we're gonna just download the direct installation mod of it, so you don't have to have Mod Loader and Forge. So once you're ready and you have the download available, let's go ahead and install this mod. What I'm gonna do is go here to the bottom left corner where it says start, click there, and you're gonna search in percent app data percent. So we're gonna go here to start, search percent app data percent, because we're gonna locate our roaming folder. Inside that roaming folder, we're gonna locate our .minecraft folder. So you guys should be familiar of locating your .minecraft folder. Just search in percent app data percent on search, and here we are. Our roaming folder. Click on .minecraft, and here you can see all of your files of Minecraft. You can see assets, configs, mods, and all that stuff. Anyways, what you're gonna do is you're gonna go here to versions. So click on versions folder. So open up the versions folder, and here you're gonna see a lot of your mods or whatever you have. By default, your latest version of Minecraft should be 1.6.2 or whatever current version of Minecraft is released. And here's 1.6.2, the folder. What you're gonna do is copy that folder. So right click 1.6.2 and go here to copy. So once you have copied the 1.6.2 version folder, what you're gonna do is paste it inside the versions folder. So I'm not sure if that made any sense, but just copy this folder and just paste it back. So you have 2 copies of it, all right? So here's 1.6.2, here's 1.6.2 copy. So what you're going to do is rename this 1.6.2 copy. So right click rename and call it minimap. So this is the minimap mod. So call it minimap. There we go. And with any caps, you have to remember what you named the folder. So here's the minimaps folder. What we're going to do is open this minimaps folder. And here's the 1.6.2 jar and the 1.6.2 Json file. What you're going to do is rename these into the minimap. So you're going to right click the jar, go to rename, and call it minimap. The same thing. Since the folder has some caps, you have to include the caps on the jar. So here's the JSON file. Right click rename and call it minimap as well. So minimap. Alright? So you're not done yet. What you need to do now is you have to edit this JSON file. So you're going to right click and open it with Notepad++ or open it with any of your reading software such as WordPad and stuff. So you're going to open that up, and once it opens up, you're going to get this. So you're going to locate ID, alright? So it's going to say 1.6.2. What you have to do is highlight that 1.6.2 and rename it to minimap. So all you have to do is just rename everything to minimap, and there we go. So ID equals minimap. Go to save, and once you have saved that, now this is edited with minimap. So it's not 1.6.2 anymore. So what you're going to do now is install the mod. So go back here to the minimap jar. So you're going to right click this, open with WinRAR. So you're going to open up the minimap.jar with WinRAR or any 7-zip opener. If you guys don't have WinRAR, links in the description, go to Google and download the trial. So here's the minimap.jar. What you have to do first before installing any mods is you have to delete meta-inf. So here's meta-inf. I'm going to right click that and go here to delete files. Say yes and delete meta-inf. Now meta-inf's gone. Now we can continue. What you're going to do is open up Zan's map, double click that, move it aside. You're going to see some files on the Zan's map. You're going to highlight those files and drag them all into the minimap.jar, anywhere you like. And in replace, press OK, and you are done. You have installed the mod successfully, and you are good to go. So now that we have installed the mod inside our minimap.jar, we are good to go. So exit off everything and now launch Minecraft. So here's Minecraft launching, and what you're going to do is make yourself a new profile and call it anything you like. I'm going to call it minimap underscore mod. Alright, so here's the minimap underscore mod, and what you're going to do is go here to use version and click there and look for your version called release minimap. So here's use version, click on release minimap. So now it's going to use your minimap.jar. So you could change anything else you want, like the resolutions and the Java arguments. But anyways, I'm going to go there after I clicked on released minimap and click save profile. Now I'm going to go here to profile and locate the minimap mod profile. So now it's going to ask you to log in, but you could just press play Minecraft, or never mind, it's not going to let you play Minecraft unless you log in. Okay, that's pretty cool. So I'm going to put in s.steven and put in the password that I have that is super secret to everyone. So there we go. Now I'm going to press play and I'm going to be able to log in to my Minecraft, and I do have the mod installed. So if I go to single player wisdom of the wolves, you'll notice that the minimap is back installed. So if I press X, you'll notice the minimap is there. So that is basically on how to install a mod for Minecraft 1.6.2, and it's quite simple. So if I went pretty fast, that's because I actually do this video every time I do like a mod review, so I have to say this over and over and over again. So if you didn't understand the first time, be sure to check out my help forums or rewatch the video. It helps out, trust me. So anyways, if nothing helped, then tweet me and I'll try to help you at my best. Anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and catch you guys later. Thank you guys for all of your support. See you guys later.